Good evening, my name is April, and I'm here to talk a little bit about my project on the disruptive innovative technology. Right now, I'm hanging out in Germany. This is where I live with my family, and I decided to do my briefing outside from the balcony, mostly because it's the quietest place in my house currently, and also I can't help but enjoy the view. Alright, so this week I did a little bit of research on something called a living eye implant. And so what it is where scientists take samples of corneal cells, right? And then they cultivate them in a lab on a synthetic hydrogel film. The film is then implanted back into the person's eye. Neat thing about it is it's about the same thickness of a contact lens. So after a couple months, the hydrogel film, it biodegrades, leaving behind healthy cells to maintain the cornea's moisture balance and restoring eyesight. So this is kind of cool. It takes away one of the leading causes into blindness. So with the decline of blindness due to this new technology, what industry will be disrupted and how? So I think the optical industry is going to be disrupted. Because if the technology is proven to work, you're going to have less people that are going to need glasses. On top of that, you're going to take out the need for corneal transplants, which is kind of really cool because right now there's a shortage on cornea transplant people. Well, at least cornea donations. So with this technology, there's also a smaller chance of rejection or damage to the corneal cells during the transplant. So when you think about it, you're going to have optical shops that go out. The transplant industry is going to go down just a hair, but only with the eyes for right now. When do I think this will take place? That's a good question. Right now, the technology has shown promise and has restored visions in animals without causing adverse reactions. So it's making progress currently. Now, they're scheduled to have human testing start next year in 2017. I think if all goes well and if you can get the FDA and all the other people to approve it, this might actually disrupt the industry within the next 5 years. That's assuming everything goes well. So, which model did I use for this whole thing? The S model is the best one to use for this particular thing because the technology is biological. There's a lot of funds that are initially spent in developing the technology and testing it. Then as it starts getting implemented, it's going to become cheaper. But once it gets put into action, it's going to reach an apex of what it can do. And then either something else is going to come along to either replace it or improve it. So now, what should we as innovators do to prepare for this technology? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. Because it seems to be a technology that's worth investing in. But if I had to think of something, you can slow down the opening of optical shops for now. Because if it works, people are not going to need glasses as much. So, what you can do is you can change those optical shops. Turn them into like custom sunglasses or something like that. So you can put in your own color lenses and things. Honestly, if it disrupts this, I'm actually looking forward to the disruption. Because it'll help more people than it'll hurt. So, yeah, optical shops, you may end up going away over time. You never know. So, what I did manage to find was something cool called an optical or a living eye implant, where you take some cells from your eye, they get grown onto a microfiber gel or hydrogel, implanted back into your eyes, and then it biodegrades, leaving behind healthy cells to restore your eyesight. So overall, I think this is a great technology, and I really, really think that it will disrupt the optical industry in some way. But I think it'll be more positive than anything else. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to call it at the end. So, good night.